Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of order way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop.
Welcome back, guys. I don't need a warm-up. I'm already playing. You guys are here. I'm talking to you there. Why don't I just talk to you here? Word of mouth. We're back. Guys, I'm not going to make any promises that the internet's going to cooperate because literally I've been down at one upload for the last 3 days since we cut off the last stream. And this morning magically woke up and it was in the 70s. So we're okay with this right now. Don't worry, we're going to have more reliable. I got a fiber line being ran on Tuesday. Everything will be back up and running perfectly there. In fact, I got a feeling that Richard's got some plans to really bust out some capabilities that we haven't been able to use yet. That, too, I haven't done any walkthrough videos yet, and part of that is because I don't want to do walkthrough videos with the wrong tee boxes being used. We are definitely getting the wrong tee boxes. I was speaking with Adam about it. They have totally overhauled their tee box positioning system. Remember how last year when they tried to switch it, they got all the wrong tee boxes? It's been totally rehauled. But obviously they had to try to test it in production. A couple of errors here and there. They're correcting as they go. But this should be great moving forward, as I believe we're going to start getting new tee boxes every 3 months. So the walkthroughs are going to be helpful at the beginning, but they might not be as helpful later on. Remember, though, the first spots that we end up going to, that we find spots we lay up to, generally, unless a hole becomes drivable, that it wasn't before, generally you can put the ball back in that same spot on your second time through anyway. So you're good there. So that's good. It's good to have those spots, and we'll do more walkthrough videos as new tee boxes come out, and we'll have a system in place on our end that will work perfectly so that I can whip them out real quick, get them to King, let him do the editing, let him make fun of me, what have you, and then we're good to go. I'm playing just an invite real quick. I was getting warmed up, but this is just one of our part 3s. Guys, if you guys want to play some invites, I don't care what the money is at all. Handicap, not handicap. The only thing I do ask, if you're sending games that aren't for prizes, do not send them handicapped. It makes the scores harder to see and for us to harder judge and see where you're at and what holes you missed, yada, yada, yada. So with that being said, let me just finish this out. Right now, I've got a total of 1 cycle and 4 Hollywood Hills courses to play. So if you guys want some more, send some invites out on the other courses. Rhino, what's going on? Your machine's sinking. And I just noticed this, man. They did clean up some graphics. This hole, if you look at the overhead view, does that not look way more detailed now than it did before? Is that me just noticing something? Also, of other note, we do have another raffle going on. I was able to procure the machines from Justin Townsend down in Texas. And we're raffling those off. He had them at 2021. They're commercial editions. They haven't been updated. Oh, reboot it, Rhino. If it's been syncing on that for a while, just reboot it. Syncing adjustables get stuck there sometimes, especially right after the update. Reboot it. You'll be fine. But I was able to procure his two machines. He wants to get a PGA, so I got those from him. We're raffling them off. $50 a ticket. You buy 5, you get a 6 ticket. 160 total tickets, but the thing is, it's for 2 machines. So you're basically getting a drawing at both of them, not just one. And if your number is drawn and you win the first machine, sorry, I'm pulling that number out of the bucket. If you buy 10 tickets and your first number is drawn, you still have 9 tickets left for the next drawing. We're going to do those both once it fills up. I want to say we're a little bit over half filled right now. So we got a little bit of time. I would love to make sure this is done and drawn before the St. Louis tournament, but if not, we can delay it out. It's not a big deal. The word of mouth tournament that's going on, I'm sitting as king of the hill. Losers brackets kind of gotten delayed a bit. We had people that accepted invites that found out you couldn't play invites on non-home edition. Now this time I've got people that accepted them and it's off on their home edition because they haven't gotten updated yet. So we're obviously not going to forfeit people. The only one, and I hate doing it because he's one of my favorite guys, I might have to kill Norbert's invite. So whoever's playing Norbert might get a free one there. I'm going to offer to refund his money, knowing Norbert, he's going to say, no, I don't want my money back. But because with that happened, he traveled and he's 2 weeks out and has no machines near him. Not much, Kim. How you doing, bud? But I've been neglecting you guys, and not on purpose. I hope you guys know that. I like to stream. I mean, in fact, part of the reason I've been so helpful with the updates is because I haven't gotten to talk to players very much. Show me. No such partition entering rescue mode. Take the update out. Oh, and reboot. Sorry, I'm getting questions with the update answers right now. Yeah, Kim. So the bar and prize play, there's a couple little picadillos in there that are errors. Like, for some reason, a small subset of machines, we haven't quite, I don't think we drilled it down to where it is, are pulling different tee boxes than someone else. That's obviously a first priority for them to get fixed, but the prize play tee boxes should be the tee boxes for the first 3 months. Then I'm not sure if the ones that we're pulling in contest are a mixture of all of them. It didn't feel like that, but it feels like that's going to be the second iteration. So yeah, they knew that was going on. They had that one done. It was a good test to see with contests getting different tee boxes. And I gotta say, I was not impressed with the courses right away. With the original tee boxes, when I got to see those contest ones, holy shit, it's a different game, a much better game. I mean, I know you guys know that I've been an advocate of, guys, everybody likes higher Golden Tee par courses. Well, guess what? The starting iteration of these tee boxes are not. Hang on a second. All right. Sorry, so I'm answering questions about the updates too right now. Okay. Oh, no. No, you did not just... You dumbass. Okay, that's weird too. This drop did not used to be on the fringe. This drop was up on the cliff. That's weird. This used to be on the rock, and you had to putt this way over the edge. Funny. Oh, Dutch, everything's great, man. I hope you guys saw that post. It was more of a joke. A certain individual just happens to be in my town playing at my bar now for the next month. I missed it. No, I got it. All right, so... Good. Real quick. Sorry. The job is never done here, man. I feel bad for IT in a lot of regards. If they've had to go through a quarter of what I've had with these updates, then they would know. Duncan is in Iowa. He's actually just messaged me and said, well, so apparently, this all gets so random and weird. So he's up in Iowa. I get some pictures from Ryan McCook. He's like, why is Duncan in Iowa? And I was like, you guys are fucking with me. And then right after that, Luna texted me. So I'm like, bullshit, you guys are fucking with me. Where is he playing? And they both text me back, Stadium. And that's where I play. So I called the bar, and I was like, is there anybody playing Golden Tee right now? And she's like, no, well, nobody's here. And then I was like, oh, good. So I was getting texts that somebody was playing at my bar. And they're like, oh, you mean that weird guy that was here during the day? And I was like, oh, shit. The guy who kept asking me where to get a massage in this town. I was like, great. And then it comes to find out he's here to do truck driving school. Now, Did I just do it again? My God, I almost blew that too. But he and the school, I'm actually about to accept the position, not driving a truck, but to do logistics and brokering transportation sales for them. So not only is he playing at my bar, he's doing work with the company that I'm going to work for. So it's a small world. Duncan's actually not a bad guy. He's a little bit weird, a little bit strange, and as long as he's not putting shit on the track balls, he's okay at my book. But he's a little strange. He takes a bit there. So now, Don, are you in here now? Did you jump in, sir? If you are, just put a message in there. I don't want to talk it out loud, but I'm actually helping Don with his update right now, so don't want to cut him off. I don't ever want to make somebody wait to play Golden Tee. I'd rather make you guys wait to see me play Golden Tee than to make another player have to wait to get their game going. I'm not paying attention, though. That was terrible. What did I just do? I cut a shot and then hit it soft like an idiot. I don't know how that putt got there even. All right, let me just type it to him though real quick. If he's here, Don, it's easier to talk this one out. FAT32, 16 kilobytes. Sorry, 1 second. Kilobyte. Right. Format. Then copy over everything. All right, there we go. Oh man, I appreciate it. I hate to say it, I like to feel important and needed sometimes. And when it's something that I'm okay at, I have no problem jumping in there. It's not like I'm doing anything. And really, the wife is gone this weekend or this week. I was gonna be too. I was going to be gone too, but then we had other stuff going on. God, come on. What? Sorry, Billy. That's gonna hurt. God damn it. But it's, when you're good at something, I mean, I'm actually pretty good at this. It doesn't matter what the product is. I'm just actually kind of good at logically walking through things. It's how my brain works with these kind of things. But Don, if you're in here, I messaged you back and said, just basically reformat the stick. There's something, some of the sticks are coming corrupted. It's not, it happens when you move files over to a USB. I've had it happen many times. So we try to replace just one file if that's the case. A couple more come and then it's missing a partition. That missing partition scares me when it says that, because that could be the hard drive's missing it and you might be in a stuck spot that they need to send you a new drive. I don't think that's the case on yours. I think that stick is just not telling it to create the partition correctly. Layman's terms, obviously. The technical term for that is I don't know what the technical term is. But I'm good at breaking things down in layman's terms for people, so. All right, we're going to try to get to 5 there, and then we're going to go back in and play some tee. Yeah, we got it there. Wow, I murder bonered that. Wow! Well, I was not expecting to be down here. Shit. That's not right. Fuck. Dude, that's over the edge and it's hitting and coming backwards, isn't it? What the? That thing's way higher than that wall. Is anybody seeing this? That ball is above the wall every time I'm hitting it. I don't understand. That just didn't make any sense. Oh, cool. Have fun. Hey, Neil, what's up? That ball wouldn't. It was over the edge, right? Or are my eyes not working yet? Something just happened there because that ball should never even been down there. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We're gonna play some 2022 though. That was kind of strange. Oh. Oh. All right. Wait, did Facebook not connect? Are we having issues at Facebook? No, it's there, right? No, wait, that wasn't Facebook. Let me make sure it did. No, somebody's here from Facebook, right? Anybody here from Facebook? Let's see. Get you right back on your feet just so you can take advantage of me. Well, okay, it's there. It's up. Good. Yeah, we will. I'm not recording it. I might get it later. I don't want to start digging through bugs yet. We'll get them up. We'll find the bugs. We'll get them. They'll get them fixed. Hopefully at a really expedited pace. That's what I'm hoping for. Fast fixes. I want to see things happen quick. And hopefully the tool sets that they're developing are going to allow that to happen. All right, we're going to start with Easter, though. I got the St. Louis boys. My guys, Matty B, Sean O'Brien. Sean O'Brien, the funny man. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the sand is something glitchy to me in general, and we'll see it. Hopefully I don't hit the sand ever today. But when you land in the sand, it's like landing in mud, but then it plays like sand. Watch, the ball just plugs every time it's there. Now, I've been trying to chush on hole 1, so I want to get this. I have to move it left, because if I hit a perfect C3, it actually takes the path right over the bunker on the right. If you don't move it to the left, you're going to be in the bunker, and that's not a chush. So let's see how close we can get this. And I hit a really good C3, and I caught the bunker. Damn it, I got it way too far out. But see, it plugged there. That's not as bad as a lot of the ones I've seen lately, too. But I will say this. As much as I don't think they did, it sure feels like a lot of the swing problems before. No, it definitely doesn't. It is wet sand. I like that. I like that analogy. It definitely plugs in there. Just what you did, I already know. Oh, getting moist, baby. Woo! Now, I'm going to judge. Yeah, these seem like the original tee boxes when we're playing invites. So what you're going to find is if you're playing contest at home, it's a little bit different. Kind of slightly more boring. Everything's the same. There's not very much variation on the tee boxes. So when we get the first walkthrough up, it's going to be very useful. You do not need to high tee to get over that. I think a 3 will even clear those without a high tee. If you're going to ask what bag I'm using, if you guys remember, I'm using my standard 8.5 driver bag, and I'm using that on every course. So 8.5, 10.5, and that's going to be the 22 degree, I believe. I might be back. Yes, it's the 22 degree. Standard 275 3 wood, 4 wood 260, 5 wood 250, 6 wood, 9 wood, 4 iron. Now, they are going to be doing a patch that's going to change the functionality of the 9 wood, and it's going to change a couple functionalities of clubs. I'm telling you not to touch building a bag until after that, because I don't know, neither do they, are they going to make the 9 wood match PGA, or are we going to do it backwards? They should do it backwards and match this, because more people have build-a-bags on the old one than they do on the new one. I digress. We're going to let them do their thing. If they change the 9 wood too much, you're going to find out that I will rebuild all of my bags. And that's not a not expensive proposition. Because if they redo the 9 wood to make it like PGA, it's almost not necessary to have the 9 wood and the 4 iron for me. We'll have to see, though. Speculation's great, but we're going to just have to wait and see where it goes. Get in there. Oh. Hey, Jason, how you doing, bud? Girl, don't you know you're beautiful? Way downhill on this. Be careful, because if you hit this club, I will fly that green with a thumb shot. So I'm going to use this. Move it here. Smoothie release. I just really wanted to hit the green and then take off. Not bad there. I'm okay with that. You're not going to see too much tricky shit. There's some hard shots, but there's nothing like, oh, you got to figure out to hit it in one spot or another. You don't need to use a tee on this hole. Just murder it down the fairway. It kicks it a little bit to the left, so you don't have to worry about landing in the rough. And even if you do, you'll see this distance is actually really easy to manage. Maybe we don't. I personally found these courses very easy on the tee boxes that we're at. When you play the newer tee boxes, it's not easy. You're already seeing like the scores at the top, and pretty much there's a better than par game every one now. That's pretty quick and early for better than pars to be the go-to on courses right away. When the new tee boxes come out, you're not going to see as many of those. Pars shoot way up, but they're challenging holes to get golden tee par on. 2 plays here. You can just nuke the ball straight down in between the bunkers up the fairway, and you're going to get an uphill lie a lot. What I was finding when I hit it here is that I was catching little ramps on it, and sometimes I'd have flyers come off of that shot. So I started just using a tee, putting it over here. It's one of the bad things that I hope we can get corrected. This isn't marked, but this is called grass. It's not fairway. It's grass, which is basically fairway. And you can tell when it lands. Watch how it rolls. That's not rough, even though it looks like rough. So hopefully we can get that addressed as well. And then you get a level shot coming in, normal spin out of it. Oh yeah, Sky Monkey, if you're playing contest, there are tee boxes over there. And I mean that's part of it right now. Oh, that's pretty good, Cam. Big downhill shot. You got to be careful with this. I'm going to try to baby thumb this with release. I'm scared of hitting the wall first. That's perfect. But if you hit that back rock, you're in trouble. Little tiered green action there too. That tier plays pretty friendly. Basic hole here, out the fairway. You're good. All right, 217. I'm gonna release this. Remember the 9-wood. If you got used to playing PGA and you're now playing your home edition again, remember the 9-wood is going to be a lot longer. These should be the OG tee boxes. There's 1 or 2 errors in their system right now that we gave them info they're working on right now. That's important. That everything to be correct with the tee box choices. But as of right now, these are the OG tee boxes. Yes. Yeah, I'm not following the round thing. I'm just saying this is where they are on prize play right now. So maybe they're all not the original boxes, but they are certainly playing from where I'm used to playing them from on commercial. Now, mind you, this is the first 2022 update I've played too. So this could totally change. And I'll let you know if I see something that's way out of whack. So I've been always hitting it over here, and last night I'm playing with Jeremiah, and he's just been nuking it down the fairway, and it leaves him like a driver 3-wood forward. And so let's see what it does. And he's not even using a tee. Yeah, that doesn't. You can go straight down the fairway, and now I got wind straight in my face from the fairway, not heavy rough. I'm okay with this. Yeah, I'm really okay with it. And have a dime, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Oh. Yeah, no. He assured me he's not putting shit on the balls anymore. So that's good. They felt fine when we went and played last night. I've got my bottle of alcohol with me. All right. Even when this hole isn't drivable, this is close. It's got a chance it's going to get on. I'm still hitting the same shot that I hit here every time, and I'll show you why after we hit it. cool. But guess what? Look at how easy of a shot this is. If you go down here, you have to worry about the uphill lie. So your distance control is going to be very tough. This, easy. And a lot of times that will kick up and get on. Now, if you notice, I moved that to the right. The way to get it on is to keep it as farthest, the closest to the edge of that bunker. If you keep it as close to the edge of that bunker as possible, the problem is if you get risky and keep it right at that edge, if you hit that bunker, you are screwed. You have to turn around and hit it way far out of the bunker and then have to come up over the bunker again on the second shot. So safe is okay here and giving yourself a chance to have it get a nice bounce off that hill and kick on the green. I don't think that was a bounty. I don't know if that was. Yeah, I'm not worried about bounties yet. I want to just make sure everything's right. I think IT's going to agree with me on that. Everything being right is more important than if we're going to pay out $25 or $50 to somebody for acing a hole. Floor in my bathroom. Don't need. Oh, yeah. And I wouldn't be watching though, caring about the records or everything. Just keep a relationship with this game to par for you. Like this hole is setting up to be about 330 sometimes for certain tee boxes on contest. I doubt they leave it as a par 5 then even. Hey Baxter, how you doing? I'm just happy that we were able to get Dude's machine up for him down there. Do you guys enjoy the Blue Angels Museum, I hope? I'm curious to hear it. So if it's not drivable, this is where I'm going with the wind in my face. If it's an outwind, I'm hitting a big C3 and going down there. I'm going down to this island with a big C3. Now this hole, you guys, it's so downhill. When you land, if you're moving towards towards me right now when that ball lands, your spin can actually push you towards the water. I've been hitting this release almost every time, and just watch how it lands on the green and turns around hot. See how fast that's coming down the green? I think it even comes harder with roll. No, not at all. No, we're not listening to Lizzo. I'm sorry. I just took a DNA test. So, this one could be a problem, right? We got a high tee or go through the gap. Going through gaps is stupid. Let's just keep the 9-wood in mind here and watch the distance and how this is perfect. No, I hit it pretty much. I hit it maxed out. That was a maxed out 9-wood. Perfect. I could have laid off a little bit, but I'm not going to because a little bit long and hitting that back wall is fine. It'll kick it back down. Chad, we're doing okay, man. Hey, if you want to, you could go to Stadium, play with a great player right now, Chad. You could. Guys, and when I say he's a great player, I'm not lying on that. He's a fucking incredible player. Just really weird. That's it. But he's quitting Golden Tee now and becoming a truck driver is what he told me, so. So that was a good one there. You're not going to see much difference on those tee boxes at all. So we're going to take a look at these ones. We got a full cycle to go. Let's go, Petra. This course dramatically changed when new tee boxes come. I'm almost telling you guys not to play contest much because the courses are so, I mean, so different now when new tee boxes come. And if we start getting buffering, guys, we're just going to end up calling it quits because there's not much I can do. It's funny. My ISP basically said it's something wrong in my house. Bryce, they will be the original tees. Damien, I think I beat up on you in Tim Juhas's tournament just now, didn't I? This hole's always it's pretty much like this. You'll get tee boxes on that side. On this side, there's one in the middle I saw too. Well, you're lucky. I missed 2 putts on 18 too. Like from like 10 feet. I missed the first one just talking to somebody, and then missed the next one because I focused too hard on it. And they were easy ones too. I would be careful on that back wall with bite or release, because I would wonder if it would stick to it. You know, in years past that has happened. I am coming sooner. Getting cuter. Ugh. Now, most of us, if we've seen these tee boxes, you're going to realize they are. I'm really glad to find out that those other tee boxes exist. All right, so let's talk about this hole first. There's a couple ways to do it. You can actually play a high tee release like 10.5 and play it to purposely hit the wall, like right out the miss the right wall perfectly and hit the left wall, and it will kick out. I've been personally going with this with bite. Oh, that had to hurt. Come on, baby, get home. Oh my God, that is terrible. Oh my God, if anybody sees this replay in the Sox game just now, wow, that was terrible. Woohoo. I'm good for the White Sox, but bad for the Rangers on that play. Jesus. Oh my God, that was terrible. I'm sorry. So, but I've been going with the high tee 8.5. I'm going to cut it solidly and then not hit it hard. And then you're over this. Yeah, dude, this guy, honestly, that looked like somebody could have died on that play. That was pretty terrible. It was real close to somebody breaking their neck. Now, people are saying, oh, you need an O-bird for this. You don't. You can get this under with pretty much all of the clubs, which is kind of weird. On this setup, let's go with the 10.5. Now, you just got to put a little cut on it. I cut it too much trying to get over to the right-hand side. So we got a long putt. To my own hero. You got up. Wow, hustle your fucking ass, dude. That guy should have been in the park home run then after that. I gotta say, I don't care how bad a player's playing. If they hustle, I'm all in on them. I can't stand watching people jog out of the box. All right, everybody's okay, or at least probably just a broken bone or something like that, so that's good. Right now, we're going to always go to the left. Those new tee boxes, we saw them on the first stream we did. The right becomes a bigger play right then. You don't want to go all the way in the tunnel, but if you put it right in the middle, you don't have a worry at all here. Now, you can cut normally off that stone there, so you really have a lot of options to move it around in there. You just got to be careful with it, that's all. Because it places fairway, so you want to be in a certain spot. You can hit a full here. I would not recommend not high-teeing this shot and overhit it, because if you leave it a little short, you are in jail. It's at least 2 shots to get to the green then. Yeah, I do. But this is extra innings with a fly ball to the gap that wasn't well hit. Dude, he could have easily been. He could have scored on that after the 2 guys collided. Older than a lion. I mean, this is the end of it. This is extra innings in a game that we really need a win here. I don't disagree. I was that when he signed with San Diego, they had the White Sox being the front runner, and I was like, I don't want that guy. Oh. Oh, God, dude. They just keep showing this over and over, and this could be terrible. This looks like it could have been terrible. But we were down by 2 in the what, the bottom of the 11th, and now we're down by 1. All right, wait. Hole 12. If the pin is on the right side, try to make. Oh, I always do. I do that with roll. No, I absolutely do. That's the shot I've been playing. What I'm finding though is you don't get the bank. The bank doesn't come back. Yeah, yeah. I need to play. I wanted to play prize play tees. The only problem I'm finding with that, Corey, is it basically gets all the way to the middle of the green. I can't get it to get all the way to the pin. I haven't tried the 8.5 with high tee roll on it. The 10.5 works okay, but it's still not that much closer than if I just cut a high tee 6 wood in. Everybody knew everything. Down. Let's go with this. Hit it with some release, and this should be tight. Speed, good. Let me grab a water. And please do remember, guys, I am actually a bachelor for the weekend right now, or for the week. I will go back up to Minnesota on Saturday for a little bit of a barbecue with my wife's family. My family now too. They actually like me. They're fucking stupid, but they like me. I don't understand it myself, but hey, whatever. I frequently tell you guys, I make the comment like, I really have to think about my marriage to my wife, knowing that she would choose a guy like me. Like, I think she's that bad at hey, buddy, Gino, how's everything going by you, man? I know not great, but is there anything any of us can do, man? You need any... I hate the thoughts and prayers thing, man, but there's not really much else to say for you there, brother. No, I like the 9-wood's height is too important to me. And when you find out, when you start to see it, you can make the 6-wood function distance-wise pretty similar to any of the other clubs, by just with some baby cuts to it. But there's no club in the game that can match the height of the 9-wood, so I need that. Hey, Mikey. Biggest key here is this. Look, it's really easy to get it to the fairway. I want you guys to be very cognizant about staying as tight as humanly possible and getting it as far left as possible. And there's a reason why. Right? Hey, Jack, how you doing, buddy? Yeah. No, we've been hitting high 10 and I've been hitting a high 10.5 and doing it. Now, here's why I say that. If you're not cognizant about keeping this as tight to that wall as you can and off to the left, you have a driver coming in on this shot. And if you look, height-wise, that little patch in front of it, those steps are pin high. Even though it doesn't look it, they are. So you have a real big chance of hitting that and coming backwards. Not a good thing to do. Now I got options. I got a 4-wood. I got a 5-wood I can hit. I can hit a 3-wood. We're going to backspin the 4. So now we got a higher lofted club coming in, so we basically take it in play out of play the obstacle in front of the green. And that's all I'm trying to do with that. Yep. Perfect. Big downhill. You just got to be cognizant of distance and figure out how much you're going to lose with it. I don't have it down perfectly yet on this, but I'm going to smoothie this with roll. I want it to land almost flush, so it only bounces forward and then goes straight to the right. That's my goal here. Let's see if it can happen. Yeah, I didn't play the wind enough. I did what I wanted it to do. I just didn't play the wind enough. You think that... Oh! I just turned my head away. Tie ball game. Fuck yeah. So the pins in the back here... Look, I'm not going to be able to drive this, but I'm telling you right now, watch where this lands. It's a ton easier. That isn't... Look at this. This is a chip that I'm kind of expecting to make, to be honest with you. Fuck yeah. Yeah, see, this isn't a bad chip at all. I did hit bite on that because I wanted the benefit of having any sort of backspin to make it go higher quicker. And that's a really big trick you're going to find this year, guys. You'll have bunkers that you will not be able to get out of with roll. So you have to hit backspin on a chip and then learn how to get your distance a little farther with that. Because it is dramatic how much quicker the ball gets in the air with backspin or bite on. Now, based off of testing that we did in years past, it doesn't matter if it's backspin or bite. It goes the same height at the same speed anyway. I still am going against the data there, and I still think backspin goes higher faster. But our data says that's not true, so... Now, I high tee this shot not because of distance, but I can also control how the ball rolls out when it hits the green. If I hit that high tee with no spin, hit a medium tee with no spin, that first bounce will bounce kind of dramatically to the left. I'm bringing the left side into play. If I hit that with a high tee with no spin, same thing. But if I hit it with bite, it still has a little bit of bite or backspin that's going to pull my ball up the green, but it still allows it to turn back around and roll out. So be cognizant of that with your spins. Now, how do we want to play this? How much is this wind going to affect? We used to have a theory that when you're going between cliffs and stuff, the wind does not play as it should. And I disagree now. I think this wind is going to still play normal. So you would think, do I want to move it right or do I want to move it left to have an angle going into the wind? This one's a little tough one to decide. I want to cut this one in, so I'm going to move it right, and then I'm going to cut it a little bit more, so now I can push it a little left. I'm thinking a high T7's a good idea here. And I like it. Remember, high tees with your low irons still get a decent amount of spin, so don't think it's going to just do what it does with, like, your woods. There's still a decent amount of spin there. Right, and I wanted to cut into the wind, but I wanted to have an angle fight in the wind, so it's almost staying straight line. So I moved the tee to the right in order to have that happen. On this hole, I'm going to take a look to see where the pin is. Pin is in the middle up top. To me, that tells me I'm just putting the ball down the chute and hoping that it stops close. Because if I go to the island on the left, which we'll see the next time we come around, I have a real chance that I have to try to cut a shot in with a driver or a 10.5 that I have to barely miss a mount and then get it to check way right up top. I'm going to leave myself a further putt. So I'm just going to smoothie this up here. I almost want to try to figure out when 20 bounces are going to occur. It's really hard to do. So we're going to just get this up there smooth. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot, ball. I don't find myself putting this much closer than that. John, I think it's terrible. Honestly, I really do. And a lot of these holes get way better in my mind if they start marking what things are what surface. I can already tell that the overhead view on this year's model, on the 2022, is a lot cleaner and crisper. Will now make the graphics on the grasses and things like that be different. If something is fairway or grass, don't have it look exactly the same as heavy rough. I've never seen that in my life, to have two surfaces that are totally different look different. I mean, they look the same. They are totally different surfaces. They look identical. I'm kind of with you, John. And the newer tee boxes weren't much different on it either. I did try to go way up the right side too, and I don't think it is humanly possible from that tee box to have that happen. Now, as we've seen there, I didn't do anything amazing or spectacular, nothing too hard, and we've been clean on every game in these. These are not bad. It's almost like they gave us amateur versions of these to start, and then they're going to just punish us later on. And if that's the play, if that's what they want to do from now on, I'm in. That's great. That's not a bad idea. I would love to know, though. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Okay, so distance-wise, I could get this up there for a chush, but I have to clear a lip, and that lip, you can't bounce that lip. So when the pin's up front, I'm not trying to chush this. I'm leaving it back to thumb and iron in. If the pin's in the back, I'm going down as far as I can, because then I can muscle up like a 10.5 or a 3 wood. All I think about is you, a late night in the middle of June. And I'm actually pretty happy, because right now is the first time in a while I've been able to put our stream at 1080p. It's only 30 frames per second right now, but it's holding. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed that this holds. I'm really just waiting till I can go to the bar. Oh, Jason, they are so much different when you play the new tee boxes. In fact, if you load up a contest game and play them right now, you're going to shit your pants at how much more scoreable they are, but how dirty some of the holes get. I mean, it's as dirty as a Tijuana prostitute. Yes. No, I haven't. I tried a low T roll on it. I've tried it at maybe Stout's not. And really, we've seen that in the past, that Stouts don't nearly get the ramps as some of the other balls. Okay, downhill. We're going to get a little extra boost, but we're going to just low T the 6. I actually like having the 6 in the bag, because even though we've tested and it cuts exactly the same as a 5 wood, it doesn't feel like it moves as much, especially when you cut and throw it out like a 5 wood, 4 wood or above does. So that means I can change the distance while changing my angles coming in with this club a lot. Like I can hit this to 180. Exactly. I could hit this shot to 180 if I wanted to, or I could hit it to 260. When I have clubs that can do that much difference, fantastic. The old 9 wood that had like that you could hit it a mile. I loved it. I loved the 9 wood. That I even liked the 9 wood that was totally nerfed even more, because I could high tee a 9 wood, get the height of it, and land it at 150. What'd you say? I missed the part that you were just kidding. So it basically means I have an all-purpose club. It's also the same reason why, even though there are advantages to having the chipper in your bag, you're wasting a club, because you have 5 other clubs that you can make that do exactly what the chipper does. I can't do it. Now, I played this wrong right away, and I'm going to tell you why. So I was laying it up over here and having, what, 275 to 300 in, but I was also having a risk of it trickling down into the rough, even trickling down to the water. Guys, I haven't had a setup where I can't just do this. And I pushed that farther right than I wanted to, but look we're still pretty much dead on. God damn White Sox. Getting even. Woo. It's not different between commercial and HE. Prize play compared to contest. So invites are prize play in my mind. You're still getting prize play tee boxes. And contests are just randomly assigned tee boxes. That seems like where the problem is, and where we're getting the new tees on. But dramatically, like, I mean, I had a par on Petra that was 32. I had a par, like stuff like that. Now, I didn't play them more than, I have not played contest again since the first night we installed it, because I don't want to get used to that and think of those shots. I just high tee a 5 or a 4 on that, and wow, I laid off of that a bit. I meant to hit that a bit harder. And we missed a putt. That's our first stroke we missed, and that was because of being bad. Oh, come. Yeah, I'm not trying to drive this much. The only time that I've tried to drive it, I got over the water with a high tee, but I was so far back past the green that it sucked. So this is much better for me. Oh, don't worry, we'll get one. Oh, we will. We'll do better. Oh, I thought I fixed it right there. Oh, like we have. girl like you, yeah, yeah. Same thing here. This has always been the same shot. I haven't had a problem hitting a C3 and getting over this. You can leave it short if you want, if you need to. I don't like being short because you got to try to control some distance up there, and it can be rough. And that plays beautifully from the rough. You, yeah, yeah. They might be coming. Maybe it's 225. Maybe I'm barely alive. Maybe I know that I'm drunk. Maybe it's better if you drive. Yeah, but if you catch that mountain coming across at the wrong speed, that ball's gone. So you're adding more risk with the same reward. And most of the time I'm up in the fairway. I mean, I'm up on the fairway there. I didn't know that. I don't know. I've never been in the Moose. Okay, so first thing I do here is see where the pin is. The pin's on the right-hand side. I'm just doing this. Nothing into my way. If the pin's farther, if the pin's closer to the left-hand side, you could just hit that high tee and just knock it further down. But it's a lot easier than going up the fairway and hitting a full 3-wood in. And I wouldn't have thought of doing that unless I saw Neil Shishpine and Patty Mac doing that same shot. So guys, it's not, you don't always have to play with the better players. You have to play with players, see what they're doing. Somebody's going to show you something that you didn't think of. That makes a hole immensely easier than it was before. And that one did that too. Oh. Everything that I can. Yeah, this looks so much better playing on my home than at the bar. And I've got, one of my machines has exactly the same hardware. One of them's a little bit older. It has an older motherboard. Be careful on this one too, guys. I think it happened again last night. The light beams coming out of that pole, I've had it hit the light beams, not the actual pole, the light beams. And it's something I'm going to report to him. I just haven't been able to replay it yet with no YouTube. But you can just hit a high 8.5 there. Perfect. I don't always come and go. And if you heard people talking about needing the O-bird, you do not need an O-bird. I don't even find it to be anything helpful. Somebody would say, oh, you want an O-bird here. No, I don't. I want to just hit this. I normally am doing a low 10.5 or a medium 8.5. Smoothie cut, bam, you're under the trees, good. Hit it. Just come and go. Ah. I will say, even on the home edition, the graphics are definitely improved, so that's good. I like that. Biggest problem you're going to have on this hole is if you touch the fringe, you're in trouble. When is the playthroughs coming? Oh, I want to wait and see, make sure we're set on tee boxes, but we should have, I'm going to have plenty of time this week to do them. Like I said, I'm a bachelor right now. I had my night. I got a little bit tipsy last night. We had a good time. So, and also wanted to, yeah, you don't need it, though. There's literally no need to have it. But I want to say shout out to Mr. 1 Jay Wilson. I hope you're recovering better, man. You know, we were all worried. Can't wait to see you again, sir. Certainly do appreciate you always watching, man. And I'll try to keep it up to keep you entertained while you're recovering. So stay away from the fringe on this guy, all right? Yeah, it's the O-bird is just like the chipper to me. If the only way to stick a shot is that, I put it in my bag. If I don't need it and I can mimic the O-bird with a low 8.5 or another club, I'm not putting it in my bag. It is a wasted club to have. So my spot that I'm always going for is so over the thicker square, like that, over this, and landing right beyond that with bite and a high T 10.5. I try to make it so that if I go too far, I'm going down the path that's in between the next two bunkers. But this has been pretty successful for me. This is a shot I want to see at a tournament, though, to see how other people are approaching it. Because if there's a better one that I'm missing, then I want to take it. Yeah, and I got to say, watching Luna's streaming, though, like, I think he was making the courses harder for everyone else. It's no big deal for him, but if you try to follow him, he's making you have some harder approach shots than what you could be having. And that's fine. I mean, you could do that, but we're on the Word of Mouth shows, we want to eliminate risk. We want to eliminate risk with maximum reward. And now, see, the maximum reward for a lot of the shots that Luna's hitting is he gets a really good approach that he likes hitting, that he's been hitting every time. So that repetition helps. But the shot that he's hitting to get there might not always be the most consistent one that you can have. Or easiest one that you can have even. Just a high T for me here. I don't want much spin on this, but I want it to kind of slow down. So high T bite. The pin's up front. So we're going to just plop it down right behind the pin. Tough hold to ace, but it's pretty solid to stick. And I didn't hit it hard enough. That was me just 120 babying that. Not good. And you're going to find this is probably the only course out of all of these, besides for Hollywood Hills, Hollywood Hills 17, that will give you much struggles at all. There's a couple of shots here that you got to hit just right. Oh. All right, so we got Petra, we got Nihao, now we got Hollywood Hills. Let's get them. I'm only going to play 2022s the rest of the day on here. So if you guys want more, you can get some invites out if you want to, and we'll play as many as we can today. That's the next one, man. We're right here. We're going in order. We're going to have a couple of these to play too. And like I said, really the only problem on this course is 17. All right, I'm not going to be able to get a shush on this. Doesn't matter. Put it where you like to approach from. I want to be 9 iron, 8 iron, 7 iron away for these kind of distances. And on hole one, I always want to make sure I'm giving the ball an opportunity to go in. Whether it's if I'm not hitting backspin, I'm hitting release or something, I want to make sure that ball goes right past the hole. If I'm hitting backspin, I'm playing the club that I know is going to be on the ground when the ball gets to the hole backing up. But I also want to make sure it's going to backspin enough, especially on hole one, because there's almost no risk on hole ones. You don't need a high tee, and we're not going to use one today. Love in a hopeless place. Come on, Abreu. Uphill. 4 iron should be okay with a hard thumb. No spin would have been nice there, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. The most is up in man. I gotta also say the last 2 days were my first days with almost zero pain, so I'm feeling like we're getting healthy in time for St. Louis to really put a run in together. I keep get where you are. Eat poop, just eat poop. You say I may be making a mistake. All right, pretty simple hole. It looks a lot more challenging, but you kind of have a straight line. I wish they lined us up at the pin at this hole. Since this is home edition, I just moved it a little to give myself a better line. tournament, I would probably do that too. But if I was just playing an $18 prize game, I wouldn't have wasted a T here. Self down deeper, I won't stop till I get where you are. Deeper. And one of the consistent themes you're going to find on these courses is that the fringes generally have slopes on them. So be careful and take a look before you make a putt to make sure you didn't happen to go down a little bit on the hill, so your putt's going to break kind of funny or come off the hill weird. And get used to chipping a lot of those short ones that we would normally be putting. I think that's going in. Oh, come on. Where's the right two at the beginning of that? And now, those of you who've been viewing for a while, you know that my thumbs were typically 80 to 88 in that range. Now after the surgery, my thumbs, I thumbed one 109 last night straight. I was like, what the fuck? Even Jeremiah was like, yeah, dude, that's weird. Don't do that anymore. Go away no matter how far. I mean, that was my light thumb now at 87. And no, I know it's not from the new courses. It's not that. I know somebody's going to sit there conspiracy think that, oh, well, they changed something on it. The swing hasn't changed. The swing needs to change, but it has not. Your key here is it's a tiered green. We're going to have to backspin this as almost any club. Do I want to thumb the forward with a risk of maybe catching the hill on itself? But I think the backspin 5 is good too, but I probably want to come in this way. This is tough. So we played it over to the fat part of the green with a cut on it. Yeah, on that one, though, with the backspin with the 5 wood, 6 wood, forward sometimes, it doesn't force it forward too hard that it won't catch one time on the green, which is all you really need it to do. So that's good. Yeah, no, it changes some things, though, but in a good way. Like, it's given me more options on shots now. Where I feel like my palm shot, where I'm going to hit straight shots with no pullback, that's less accurate than my thumbs. Well, now my thumbs are, when I can get closer to the distances I need on longer thumb shots, so I have another shot in my bag. What you know about rolling down in the D? You could call them mental freeze. If you talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. I've been getting close to trying to drive. I've been trying to drive this. I got in the bunker a couple times. And it's not really worth it. You don't need to even use a T here. Oh, sweet, Bryce. Thanks, buddy. I'll get those accepted for you. All right, 12 with an up 6. I would like to thumb this, but we're too risky of a spot. Now, before, if you pulled the shot off the green into the bunker, it would have rolled down. This one will roll down and hit right into that, right into the front edge of the bunker and stop, which makes it a much harder chip because you're going against a flush wall. So I'm going to make sure that I'm deep enough on this green. Right? I don't want to pull that thing off. Get out of here, Chad. Go play. He was safe. But why? Did he really just steal third with 2 outs in the bottom of the 12th? What the fuck are you doing? That doesn't... He doesn't matter. Oh, no, okay. He tagged up on a fly ball of the outfield. Got it. Rolling down in the D. He's going to get called out. I know it. Watch. You don't even need to high tee this shot, but I did. All right, Bryce. There we go. Now I'm going to start accepting these. Pending. You guys are watching. Oh, here we go. Where is it? Where the hell? Ah, there we go. Cornholio. Accepting. Well, one of them, none of us really could possibly have a thought on it. And Eagle, the Champ 99, I'm really excited to see it. Normally I would say, yeah, I've seen it. It's incredible, but I have not seen it ahead of time. Hopefully I get a chance to, I really think that we're almost to that point where I'll have the ability to test some of this stuff, not stream necessarily, but test ahead of time, just so we can get rid of some of the bugs when releases come. And I don't blame necessarily IT, but they don't have enough people that work there that play the game. At least play the game at a level that they're going to be finding some of the shit that might not be right. So we got those accepted now. So we got a couple games to play. I don't think I'm going to go out and play tonight because if my internet's working, I either want to play PlayStation or hang out with you guys. But yeah, Eagles Peak should be great. Harder course. Remember though, we still have to have our expectations. The courses are way different. If you notice, like Pine Creek and Tropical was didn't feel as different as Pine did or Coral Ridge did in the past, or so it's just a different time when they were designing. Like my thoughts when I'm looking back at the older courses is that he was taking a lot more of his design ideas from real courses. If you play Pine feels like a PGA course with some more obstacles, but it kind of does feel like a real course. Yay! Okay, good. All right, good. One thought. Now, this hole, look, there's islands over on the left. These islands are actually tee boxes for later iterations. Don't ever go over here, guys. You don't need to. Don't. It's hard to stick. They roll like they roll like concrete. Move the ball all the way to the left, high tee this, roll, backspin, doesn't matter. And just nuke it. This is always going to be easier than trying to stick the island and then have the same kind of shot coming in. Your only thing here, playing into the tree. Okay, that's not a bad way to do it, but I want fairway. The only thing that you have to worry about here is if you leave it too far right, you'll have to hit a 10.5 over the wall. But the 10.5 over the wall will skip the water still. So you're not at any risk, but I can just play this 6-wood with backspin. We're perfect. That's it. Done. Easy. Don't fuck around. Don't make it harder than you have to. C3 up the fairway. Bam, on the green. That's it. This doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to go to the islands. And really, the island's giving you a right 10 breaking green or a right 8 breaking green coming in. What's easier to hole out, an up 8 or a right 8? Telling you right now, it is an up 8, and if you're arguing with me, you're wrong. Try. Dutch, I typically don't, but what I use if there's like the last time we were at Gunchi's place, it's Matt Van Hoosier's cousin. But he owned a place out there, and I went out there and drove it on the Quad Cities. Well, there was a woman there that was kind of like talking and bothering me a little bit more than I wanted to. So I was like, hey, why don't you do this? I gave her my phone. I was like, why don't you spend some time and dress me? Well, that got her gone for a good hour dressing me. So that's when I changed shit. I'll let Jill dress me. I'll let some random dress me. That's it. That's all I do. You got a couple options on this. You can go high tee through the gap, which is kind of what I'm thinking about right now. In fact, I'm going to do it. Let's just high tee the 6 and go through the gap. Yeah, it's a hell of a tool, man. Rather than being offensive and telling her, get the fuck away from me, lady. Boom. Yeah, I tend to not like to be rude in social settings if I can avoid it. But when I have to be rude, I'm going to say some shit that you might not want to hear. Okay? Pins up top. I don't like this setup. This is going to piss me off. I hate it. It's a bad look. Do I man up on the 9-wood or do I try to cut this down? Backspin's going to be bad. And putting up this tier, I stroke limited it yesterday because they still haven't figured out how to make tiers be playable. So I'm going to baby cut the 6. And like I said, we can adjust the distance on this club. Awesome. I did just eat a Costco dog on the way back up coming home. So It's coming back through me. So after this game, I'm going to take a short restroom break. Guys, I don't know what to tell you on this hole. You want to plop it down. If you're this one, I'm going to cut the 4 a little bit, try to plop it down with bite. I hate to say it, it's a fucking horrible hole. It's a terrible hole because if you touch the edges on a ball going up, you can't really roll up this. But this is an atrocious design. Somebody should be. This is a horrible. It's a horrible. Jade is my wife, and you're me, Corey. I get the hot dog every time. Jill gets a slice of pepperoni. If we're feeling froggy when we walk in, I'll order a whole pizza and take it home. It can, but it also, if you hit the fringe, then you can also backspin all the way over the green from there. It's just silly. Okay, all right, here we go. Yeah, see, this is just mind-numbingly stupid. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm sorry. They should be ashamed of themselves. No, they should be ashamed of themselves because this isn't a true hole at all because we don't have undulations. We have platforms. It's stupid. It's uncalled for. And really, it makes me sick. I shouldn't play this course. I really despise the course because of this. This is another Jamaica 18 again where you hit perfect shots and get totally fucked. I should not have a ball that I landed 2 feet away from the pin that is causing me to either be wet or chipping, having to make a stupid chip like that. Terrible hole design, and they should be ashamed of themselves for that. Honestly, and if somebody who's at the place, this was almost like when Grand Savannah 17 was first made. It was that same skinny width the whole way across. And Sobe got all pissed off and said, "What are you doing? That's bullshit. You can't do that to the players." So then they made that other undulating part so you had a place to bail out and be on the green. But that is a terrible design. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's not right either because they don't understand the physics of the tiered greens. They don't work right. You can't putt up it correctly. The only one that's been right that was playable was the Dodge Silo hole. That tiered green actually putted and played true. Like you could read the break on the green and then say, okay, that hill slant on the left, it's going to take off some of my right break and play it. None of the other ones have been correct. They've all been terrible. And really, this is one of my biggest issues is tiered greens. They're stupid. They don't know how to control it. They don't know how to make putting work on it right. So don't put them in the fucking game. I don't know how many times we're going to have to repeat that to fucking get it to change, but figure it out. But that's clean. That's a clean round. What can I ask for? But I had to make a stupid chip to make it happen. All right, so we got a bunch more here. We're going to knock out another one. I think, as they say, this shoot too shall pass, and I think I'm okay now. I don't mind hard holes, but hard holes with the sake of just punishing people, that's not cool. I would hate to see how angry a lot of you would get with if that was if we didn't have stouts on that hole. That hole would be it would be a crapshoot where to hit it. And you can't bail out to the left because the putt coming up the tiers could easily ramp up the tier and end up down the other side. Or it won't get up the tiers. So it's silly. Could ever go without. All right, we're definitely going to try to get this up there for a chush. As long as I'm not in the bunker, I'm good. Yeah, it's really bad. It's just a bad design hole. Tiered greens in general, you're going to very rarely ever hear me say they were a good choice. I got that pretty good, so we're going to have a good shot. We're going to have a good opportunity to make a chush here. It looks pretty level coming in, so we're going to go with the 6 bite and put it right in. I just know what could ever go. All right. Now, I know that the 4 comes a little short. This is going to be a little hot, but I'm going to try to catch the cup. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't get it too hot, but that's okay. I'll take the points. So dumb, White Sox. They're just disappointing. Hate to say it, I'm now on board with the fire Tony La Russa chain. Now we talked through most of these, so and I'm going to tell you guys, it's basically the same shots every game right now. The tee boxes do not have much change to them. We're going to basically hit the same shot every time. Honestly, I feel like this is the exact same tee box that we just played from. Which is why you're already starting to see that a lot of the prize play games are all hole out games, because we're hitting the same shots. You make us hit the same shot every game, then that's what's going to happen. I hate when I do that and hold down the spin button and make it change the screens and permanent lock it in. Yeah, I mean, really, there isn't on these tee boxes though. There isn't much variety until we start getting new ones, and I think that's the plan. I don't really like that as the plan. Oh, all right. What do we got? What the fuck is this? King. Just a little bit. That's why it's so good to get important. It's really important to get good at chushing, because you're going to find that most of these games where one can be a chush, you're going to be competing with a one better, with Luna, me, yada, yada, yada. Luna killing everybody, though, shooting two betters instead. Now, this is ugly. This is really offset. For prize play, there shouldn't be any changing par right now. Oh, do you mean... I'm sorry, you mean... I know what you're saying now. Yeah, a couple of them. There's a couple. Yeah, but the ones that change par, it's still hard to get the ones. And really, they're there most of the time. But there's one on this course. I'd have to think more, though. I don't remember which one else is... But as we incorporate more tee boxes, I just don't know. Are the tee boxes going to change and the par on the hole change? So like the whole, the way downhill one, I think it's the end of this one. Is that one still going to be a par 5 when you're only 320 away? I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't think anybody knows. So in that regard, the tee boxes are good. Oh. Okay. I feel bad. I left Jill's dad, like, I would have been the golf partner all week. And even if I was up there in Walker, I wouldn't be able to golf. That motion does not sound like it would be. It would be very good. Some legends are told, some turn to dusker to go. Be careful, just not hitting this one hard enough is always going to be bad. I'm going to play up a club most of the time, especially when I'm cutting it. I don't know if I got it well enough. Yeah, I didn't cut that as much as I wanted to. I hit it too straight lined. Oh, well. Yeah, but so far, none of these holes will change par. This one won't change, and we're going to go back to the other way of doing it. We're just going to hit it straight with the driver and see where we're at. I like the other spot, but I'd rather have fairway than heavy rough. And once again, this is... And I don't have the winds down perfectly on these. I didn't think that wind was going to turn me that much. It worked out, and we're not going to miss any. This one we could say changes par, but I think it's always the same. Oh, actually, that's actually very good coding. This one has a chance of getting on. He looks... I didn't move it to the left enough. But you see what I mean, though? If you get that out and hang it out, you can catch the edge of that bunker. And if you go in that bunker, I'm telling you, the bunker on this hole is terrible. And I'm scared. I still have yet to roll that shot because I really think it's going to bring the tops of those statues in play if I roll it. We are all... Okay, so roll. Yeah, I would like roll. I think you might get a bigger kick off that hill. I'm just really scared that if you hit a full 158, it's going to be too low. But if you've tried it, that's good. I'll have to try it too. So we got an outwind this time. But if I hit a C3, I'm worried about the left wall even. I might still not go... No, you know what? Let's do an A1. Let's go with an A1 here. That wind should be pushing. Yeah, that's better. That works. That was the first time I tried that, so that's a good one to use. Hey, Steven, how you doing, bud? I have had an issue on this hole where I'm 70 feet away and I cannot get the ball within 3 feet of the cup. All right, 259. Again, guys, a lot of people are hitting this. Nah, hit this. This is fucking money. The 9 wood's incredible. I mean, that just plops down. You get a little spin and you're right down the middle. Hey, Austin. So far, we've played 2 games on that course, have been 3 better. Easter's not too difficult. And now our best pitcher gets injured too. I didn't know that. I didn't know Kopech left the game. We're just in my White Sox are just in a bad way. Let's just see. We're going to get this one done. So we're going to play out all of the 2022 courses. All the 2022 games I have here. Don't you dare start fucking sending me more. Hey, Austin. How you doing, bud? I was baffled, too, with Puzzleguts put up the question about top 5 places to play. God damn, dude. Indy is always one of them for me. It's just, I like it. They're a good group, great group of people. I got to get down there more. And I'm really getting tired of the late night fun drunk dials from people when I'm stuck here in Iowa going, hey, I'm in Iowa. We had a little Evan Scanlon birthday drunk dial, and that looked like it was way too goddamn much fun. Puff just seems to think that everywhere he goes now deserves to call the mouth at 1 or 2 in the morning. And he's making me really jealous. Jealous enough that I told him that if you call me again this late at night, Jill, me, and the dogs are moving into your house. And then he called again. I think he's trying to tell me something. I think he wants me to get to the right. He wants me to get over to that East Coast. I haven't been to Indy since the last Kendrick tournament. The one that not the one that you guys just had, but the 5-course. No, was it was it that long? The 5-courser one, I believe it was. So it's been 2 or 3 years. No, Bryce, honestly, dude, I love your group, man. I love the Michigan group, too. Michigan just never really did it for me, though. Yeah, he does. I'll say anything if you guys donate. If there's tips and things, I'll say it. Oh, yeah, that's true, man. That is true, too. My only problem is it's really hard to get out to the Pacific Northwest. See, he's hit it soft. You can get the cut right. And Kenny's here too, yes. No, it's just a fun group, man. And I'm going to go before you guys were even around. It was fun. I just love Matt Cavanaugh, man. You got Cavanaugh. And even before that, I'd go out there just to play with Rodney, man. You guys don't even know. I had some nights out with Rodney, man. He had some crazy-ass friends back then. So he wants me in the kitchen with his dinner plate. I believe that to be. You'll see. All right, so we got 285 pins in the back. Pin in the back is awesome. Damn it. Now, if you have the O-Bird, I'm guessing that you guys say you like it because you can go green on a fly. But I can control that shot pretty well, and I'm putting it online a lot of the time too. Wasn't my best effort right there, but as you saw, there's not enough benefit to having another club there just for that hole. You're not going to use it again. I wouldn't understand why I'd want to put that in my bag. Now, if it was the only way to stick it, that club would be in my bag instantly. So, like I said, that goes back to my point about specialty clubs. A specialty club for me is a club that is required to make a score on a certain hole. For instance, Winding Pines 15, I think it is. If you do not have an O-Bird in your bag, there are tons of setup where it's a give me eagle for the O-Bird and an impossible eagle for anything else. That's in my bag. Rhineland 18. It can set up where you cannot go through the gap to get on the green on 18 without the low O-Bird. So that's in my bag. This course, I stuck that with a 4-wood too, low. So it's not impossible with any club set. Afraid. Like I said, I don't like to hit this with no high tee. We're going to try it right now and see if it gets over. Yeah, and when the pin's way over that way, that barely cleared. So is that something I ever really want to do? No, I'm just going to plop it down and take my putt. Ooh, yeah, you know. Oh. Yaw. Always here. Nothing else to do here. This is silly too, but at least the grass is... Whoops. No, it doesn't. It looks like fucking rough. Come on. Let's just make this fairway if you want to... If you want to be clever, make it fairway. Don't make it deceiving. Don't try to deceive people. Make it fairway. There is no reason that just isn't the surface like a fairway right there. Like, that doesn't... Make it fairway. Just make it the same. That way people who just start playing the game don't look at that and go, oh, that's not going to be a good spot. Kind of make it the point. You want to go that way. If you want, make it fairway and make the lanes a lot smaller. Give it a challenging that way. But you don't need to try to challenge with deception. That's not... I don't think that should be the goal. Or the tiered green on 17 of Hollywoods. You don't need to make a green hard by making it bullshit. Okay, so the pin's tucked here. We're going to show you the other shot I've been hitting here. And I'm actually going to try it with the 8.5. Oh, the 8.5 is the key, dude. 8.5 it is, yes. Banking that wall. The 10.5, when I hit it hard, ends up coming to about the middle of the green. Now, the 8.5 got all the way back to the hole, so I give myself a chance of making it, but there's more risk to it. I could overcut that or miss that line perfectly, and that ball could hit that first rock, and I bet I'd be in a deep, deep jail for that. So, again here, we got a left to right wind. We need to make sure to keep this right on the wall. So we're going to go with the 5 for the most height, and we're not going to hit it hard. Wow, I didn't know. I've never hit that. Shit! That's not good. Is that OB? Okay, this is fairway, though. What the fuck? All right, we're going to try to get clever here. No. Damn, I've never hit that wall. I don't have a way to get clever. So we're just going to have to hold out the approach. But if you're on something that's rock and it says cliff, cliff is fairway. Home run, touchdown, pass. All right, so we lose a stroke, we get 20,000 points. Not the worst thing that could have happened. To my house. We are really high up, so that wind is going to carry this ball a ton. And it's going to turn it more. And guys, that's going to just be figuring out for your own self what the height's going to do with the wind, because as we know, we do not have anything that tells us what the height is. We have the height of the shot, but we have nothing that tells us how high we are above the pin. So we can't come up with a perfect calculation because it's a rough estimate on how high we are. You and you, I hate your friends and they hate me too. I'm through. I'm through with hot summer rain. Turn it up and throw a tantrum like. That hole is surprisingly difficult on the second shot. I really like going down to the bottom in the sand. There are some problem areas over there. I don't need a high tee here at all. But like I said, I want this to land and have it be able to hold the run that it's on to the left rather than taking the bounce and going straight to the left. Sorry. I want it to hold the angle of my cut going right. So the high tee with bite, it's not enough spin to turn it a ton when it lands, but it is enough spin to keep it on that same line fighting the left 9. That's all I'm doing here. Distance-wise and obstacle-wise, you don't need a high tee here, but I'm using this for an advantage. You see, it kind of fought that break. If I did that with a medium tee, that ball's over the edge. Without any spin, I'm saying, or a medium tee with bite, and I'm going to go high above the hole. I hope that's making sense, because that's something that you guys really need to work on with your spin, is figuring that shit out right there. Oh, come on! That's right. I deserved that. Looked good. And if you get up close to the green on that shot, and like you don't hit a wall real early, it's generally hitting 2 rocks and kicking on. So where is the pin this time? Doesn't matter. We're going to go the other route. So we got this island out here. This is also grass. Not the same as fairway, because this kind of bounces like concrete when you land right away. So you want to hit the very front edge of this, or else you have a risk of going over the back. Now, you do have a little leeway short because it does kick right towards it, but you also have a chance that it kicks too hot. I found myself, I don't lay off that second shot there. I've had it come up way too short. Fortunately, if you come up short on that, you land down, and it's an area that's called cliff again, and cliff is fairway, so you can get up. We go stupid. So the only mistake I made there was trying to illustrate a point of keeping it to the left, and obviously I kept it to left and hit the rock. But nothing too terrifying, nothing too crazy on that course either. I think Nihon's the most interesting and has also got the most interesting shots. Highest par course we have right now, and I think we're going to call par 29. One, you can't ever drive, but you can get you can definitely get up there and have a chush. Get it up and throw a tantrum. It's the hot girl summer anthem. So so Bryce is bringing up a ramp. Let's try to hit a C3 with roll from a low tee here and see if we get any kind of help with this. Yeah, it just seems like it's going to be too high even with the low tee. I mean, if I hit that really soft with the swooper, it might, but I don't really think it's going to matter. It seems like here a thing. Oh, it's a little place for you. You just gotta deny the light and let it shine. This is actually one of my worst holes on this course. I somehow managed to hit the 10.5 over the green all the time. But you just gotta feather it, get a little feathery touch. All right, 208 downhill. This is going to be a 9-wood. Do we want to thumb it? No. We're going to hit this with bite, but a push shot and hit it in the hundreds. Could I have thumbed that? That was awful close. Yeah, it would have been tight. I probably would have been fine, but I don't quite know all the bounces off the greens yet. There have been some weird ones I've seen that I'm kind of marking in my head. And when they come up again, I'll know not to hit it there. There comes a rainbow. So you can open one that leads you to the perfect coast. Grow. You gotta go. You just gotta deny the light. All right, high T forward. We're gonna hit it a little harder this time. I bite it most of the time. I don't think it really matters. The 4th of July, baby, you're a firework. Come on, I got inspirational music going for you guys, too. I think I want to be a little closer than this. I really do. But let's fucking try it. Who cares? Let's go. And that's the A1 went 151. If I got it all the way out, I'd still be in bad shape, but at least I wouldn't be wet. He's been inside of you. Hey, Bama, how you doing, buddy? I don't think many of us are going to be going for that shot very often, because like I said, even if I hit that hard enough to get it over everything, it's going to bounce to the green, because you're high-teeing a ball with no spin on it. The trajectory is just going to leave it over the green, pretty much. Come on, let your colors burst. Would I have gone for that at playing prize player at the bar? Fuck no. No, that's not a smart play. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. I mean, Katy Perry, she drops bangers, guys. She's just bangers everywhere. All right. Pins in the middle. Yeah, it really affects lefties more. Wait, does that... No, it's not on this machine. So let's go the other way and show you how much harder this is. Right? So if I just go up the fairway... Ah, that's interesting. Looks like there's a gap there, but let's line up the pin. So we got a 10.5, 1, 2. We'll hit a 3-wood here. Full C, little right. I mean, there's just not as much accuracy there. You just don't have it. Well, hi, Bradley Stewart. Bama, you're holding on a lot more on these. And it's really because the tee boxes are so similar every time right now. What I found with the newer tee boxes on contest, less. But it's just because you're going to have a lot more height changes and some rarities here. But literally, we're playing the same setups almost identically over and over and over again. And I was actually really disappointed with that until we installed and played contest, and we were like, whoa, this is awesome. So I'm excited. But we're going to see a lot of changes. We might have a 2-month span or 3-month span where the tee boxes are really easy. Then the next 3 months, they get fucking super hard. And I just don't know how they're going to do the rollout yet. That's going to be the kind of question that we're going to want to ask Mr. Adam Kramer next time we get him on board here. Or even Kevin might know. That's awfully close to getting over. Yeah, they're coming. There's a patch coming next week that's going to address a couple things. That'll get that back in there. Yeah, we just got to be patient, man. They're trying to manage 3 different platforms basically at the same time. And I say 3 because the Golden Tee Go is actually its own platform too. I really wish we didn't have all 3 platforms, but we couldn't just kill off Legacy and say, no more prizes. We're only doing prize play on PGA, so get your PGAs. They already can't keep up with the demand as is, so we would be kind of in the outhouse then. Too hard. Shit. You mean about the things that we could be. Ain't in the rhythm, lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn. Take that money, watch it burn. Okay, so now this is a little different. No, he messaged me though, so he's at my bar right now, so we figured I'd stream. You may think you want a high tee this shot, but with the down 8, a high tee's gonna have a real hard time sticking this. And if you look, right, you don't have to... But you know what? Maybe for you guys, I'll get them over here one night and we'll stream. I think that would be a good day. I think we would have a good time with that. So I'm going to that same patch that I did the first time. Now, this is the first hole, though, that I noticed the real difference in the sand, because this sand sucks. So... if you hit it and you miss the island and barely miss getting it over, it plugs right on the edge. Dude, I couldn't get out of this without hitting the wall with the G-wedge. He's learning to become a truck driver, Brad, at the company that I'm about to take a job with. I don't know if it's him working for them or if he's just here for truck driving school. Yeah, that whole thing, if you ever really want to hear about that. Oh, fuck yeah, that's awesome, dude. Skip's a great guy. You can learn quite a bit from him. But here's my only thing for you, Jason. Don't let his crazy analytics change how you're playing the game too much. Watch and observe from him. But I think what we've given you here and watching this show is we're talking about repeatable things all the time. Max distances, carry distances, those kind of things aren't going to change. So once you get those down, the rest of it is fucking butter, because it's always just detracting or adjusting off of that. But, I mean, to be quite frank, if you're just learning to play the game, Skip might be your best resource to watch and learn from. To be quite frank, he does a very good job of explaining it and putting it down in terms that most people can understand. And for that, and also he is really the first Golden Tee streamer that has been going this whole time. So thank him from word of mouth too, man. Reality on and on. I would say that, yep. And then we'll come over here and try to get that PhD out of you, man. At least a doctorate, maybe a master's. I don't know. Who knows? Beautiful mistakes. But, I mean, if you've watched, right, between the top 20 players in the world, there is such little amounts of differences right now in the games. Like, any one of us could shoot a 4-better at any time. And very rarely are we going to miss many strokes. So you got, I mean, when Luna went on his run, that's one of the more impressive runs that I've seen in a while because, I mean, fuck, dude, we're all equals really with that. So really all I'm on this course is thinking of how 17 can set up right now. That's all that's in my mind on this course. The rest of the course is pretty damn near fucking easy as hell. But 17, and we're trying to come up with better ways to play it. And obviously, situational Golden Tee is going to come into hand a lot on that. There is a great big chance that in a match, if I'm up by 2 going into 7, like on 16, that I might dump a putt. Because 17 on this course can lead you to way more than a bogey. Like, it's not just a bogey a lot of the times. It can put you in spots where you're taking a 6. So if I let my opponent hit in the water first, it changes how I play the hole completely. And so gamesmanship's going to come into play quite a bit. No, it doesn't. The 13th green on Dodge City is actually playable, and it's repeatable, and how it plays is fine. Like, it makes sense. That is the only tiered green in Golden Tee that is actually legit. Jason, I'm going to tell you right now, Skipper should be a better than a 25 handicap. All right? You can't play the game that long and still not have a Golden Tee par handicap. I'm going to say he's more of a 27. No, on these courses, a 25 probably. That makes sense. I mean, if you shoot clean rounds every time on these courses, your handicap is going to sit at about 26.5. Really, it's something like that. I mean, if you're like 25 on 25, 25, 29, 25, 25, right? Are they all 25s? It's pretty low. Oh, yeah, that hurt a bit too. I did not know that. But, wow, that didn't drop, huh? God, this is nice, guys. Imagine, I don't know if you guys notice when my internet goes bad, I get really pissed and I'm really frustrated with it. Because when we first started streaming, my internet was lights out. We could do anything we wanted. And it has gotten worse and worse and worse, and they just never seem to give a shit about it. This last time when it went, I called right when I got off the stream. Like, we started and it didn't work at all. So I called, and the whole plan was, what we had set up is that if it happened again, they were going to like send me up the level, put a trap on the line so they could further identify what's causing it. And so this was like a week after the last tech was here, and I called, and they said, no, we can't escalate this. We got to send a tech out. Your signal strengths are wrong. And I'm like, I lost my mind on them, and I was like, no, you're not going to be allowed in my home. So you can send a tech if they're working on shit outside of my home, because my home's wiring is fucking perfect. I haven't redone it 3 different times just to appease you guys in order for that to happen. But then magically it's been bad for 4 days and they just were working on something in the area and now it's fine again. They know it's not an issue at my house. They're just trying to bait me into getting pissed. So when they did that, I said, look, you've got one chance to have me as a customer anymore. And she goes, well, we need to send a check. And I go, okay, the next time you say that, we're done. I'm not your customer anymore. And she's like, well, the only thing I can do. And I was like, okay, that's it. That's fine. Can you transfer me over to the cancellation department? And so they did. And that lady says to me, okay, can you tell me what your problems are? And I told her the whole spiel. And she goes, yeah, I'm in retention. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about all that. And I was like, then why the hell did you ask me and just make me explain for 20 minutes? And I was like, you know what? I'm done. You guys aren't getting any more money with me. Do what you want. See you later. And that was it. I called the other company. They tried to have a $500 or $1,000 charge to bury the line. And I said, there's a box right outside with your South Slope Communications fiber lines in it. You're not burying a line. And she's like, oh, okay. I didn't know that. So you don't have to pay that. I was like, wow. And here's the other worst part of it is that the government's giving them subsidies to bury lines. They're not paying for it either. And they're trying to get you to pay for it again. Everything's crooked, man. Bulldozer! Get on the field. All right, so now I can par 17 and still shoot a clean round. We're in a good spot right now. We're feeling good about ourselves. Rise to the one you should rise to the... I didn't get it left enough. Ultra. Eat poop game. The game needs to eat the poops. We're just baby soft and thumbing it up. Not trying to get too tight and make it, because to make that, I would have had to bring water and play on the left, or at least bunkers, and I don't want to chip. I'm one better already. We're gonna roll that one better all the way to the end. Stay by my side every night. Close your eyes to the one that you love. Okay. But if you can see, I mean, guys, there's not much to them right now, right? If we're all agreeing when we're watching these, they're pretty straightforward. Yes, you do have to learn a couple of surfaces are wrong and that you need to play to those. But once you learn those, they're not really unforgiving, too. They're not like little tiny spots that you have to hit. If you remember at 18, a forest, if you had to go out to the left, you could easily not put it onto the grass and have it be rough. There was just a circle there that isn't marked, which they really just got to mark it. Change the surface and mark it. Please, if anybody from IT is watching, don't whiff the ball on C3s and hit it. Wow, that's lucky. Whiffed completely, totally whiffed. Don't you believe, wanna believe. Let's see if we can get a second hole out here, get to 2 better, take my bogey on 17 and shoot a clean round. Well, hi Caesar, how you doing, buddy? I gotta say, I feel like I've let you down the most lately, Caesar. Not being consistent on the streams due to internet problems, it really made me think, and I was like, God damn, I can't do this to Caesar anymore. I can't let the last impression of me be me yelling at my internet. I need to give him more, man. I gotta do better for Caesar. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking. So come Tuesday, everything will be better. And we didn't hit the perfect C3 or anything. And look at this. We got an easy shot coming in. Oh, okay, good. Really happy, but you don't want to die. Dread what you don't even try. You gotta survive. You're not even there. Love, but you're not really there. you did? So did you just happen to come by the channel to see some old videos and remember the good times, huh, Caesar? I love you. I love that little guy. That guy, he's a great kid. Oh. Yeah, see, I think that shot, especially when the pin's on the left, that shot gives you a much better lane to attack the pin. Obviously, there's more risk there. Oh, fuck, dude. Austin, Massachusetts. That's beautiful. Not even there. Okay, this is not my favorite spot to be. That in between, I think if I thumb that, I'm long. So let's just hit this, man up on it a little bit. My goal here is to hit the top tier, bounce with backspin a little bit forward, hit the hill, and go straight down in the hole. Hopefully, let's see what it does. I didn't have the line right, but I got what I wanted to happen, so that's good. You should take him and have him see a Red Sox game while you're in Austin, Massachusetts. Okay, so this is actually a good setup, except for if you hit the little hill on the left-hand side, it fucking rockets you. So you got to be cognizant of that. My goal here is to hit the 4 with release. I'm not planning on aiming at the pin. If this goes in, it's because I hit the tier and it moved it back left. But I gotta stay right. If I go too far left, I'm in deep shit. And I totally laid off of that, but we're fine. We got a putt. Perfect. No. All right, we got 15 in our face. I'm going to smoothie the 10.5 with bite. You're going to find on this hole that the ball carries a lot longer than you think it's going to. Like, that was a baby shot with a 15 in the face, and I got there no problem. I've normally hit a 3-wood on that same setup, but I'm hitting the 3-wood hard enough that the bite actually makes it snap back. I'm not going in the water, but I got a chip then, and a chip in a back with no backing on it. Not my favorite thing to do. What's done? Oh, yeah, absolutely. It is a little downhill. Hey, Justin. How, buddy? Up and going out of bed. Oh, let's make sure. Nope. No. Philip, if you're watching, okay, no worry. Yeah, I think the release stuff is on top. All right, there we go. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got you. It is kind of an optical illusion. It does look that way. All right, so we've played each course twice now, right? And I think the only one I haven't shot clean or better on was Neha. Fortunately, we did get lucky on 17 of Hollywood Hills. That last time that was just an easy look, and the other time it wasn't an easy look. I hit a perfect shot and ended up. Who is telling you that, Mark? Is Jason still banging that? The plan on the tee boxes is that even contest mode by, I want to say middle of next week, no exact date, but all of them are back to the original boxes, the very low par, boring boxes. I know we've seen a taste of a future, and it tastes delicious. I agree, but yeah, it's going to be the original boxes there, and we're gonna have that for the next 2 months. Agreed, but don't agree. I agree. I like that contest did that. It was half intentional. I do too. As long as they're wide open, right? Is that what we're gonna go with? Luke, I don't play that. I don't have the music on ever because you got these in. I got you guys here. I don't know if Richard has the sound on for the game. We at one point had it so we could, and I was like, fuck this. Oh. I never. God, does anybody notice as I've gotten older, right? Like the text that I'm making, when I'm making a text to somebody, I'm saying it in my head. And then when I look down there, like I miss whole phrases now. Like I'll miss like 3 words that I forgot to send. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Am I losing it? I don't know if that's an age thing or, you know, I got ALS or something like that. It's going, dude. I don't know. I still feel sharp, but it doesn't seem to be coming out when I'm writing. All right. I can't believe that this hole is still at $100 for the hole and win. I try it every time. Well, Caesar, the high T gives us a little bit of height. Real-time rivals, the partnership with John Daly ended, so they got rid of the mode for now. I don't know if it's coming back. It's possible in a future update. It's kind of good, though, for score's sakes, because that was the only time that you would get casual tee boxes while playing while being able to swipe in. And it was giving people a false sense of ability, let's say. But yeah. Oh, dude. My body feels like that from being a abuser of my body as a younger man. The good news is the abuse I did in my body gave me a fucking super strong heart. Ooh, King's asking me a question real quick. Ah, there we go. Sorry, since Richard's hard to talk to, I like to respond to his messages real quick. So like if I respond quick, maybe it's like a normal conversation eventually. Monster, you get on the street, I'm gonna turn you to the monster. Oh, you're welcome, man. Anytime. Right now, like, I still would recommend playing games and randomizing tee boxes because really playing one tee box level is never going to happen when you're playing for prizes or an invite or any sort of match. So I think the most realistic thing you can get is 18 holes non-contest, that 18 holes. But if you want to see other people on the leaderboard, I'd recommend always randomizing tee boxes on that. With a missile launcher. Oh, Rivals was and honestly, it was probably impossible for beginners. I think last year I streamed the whole thing from start to finish, and yes, it was for me it was really, really tedious to play, but I had to shoot a 1 better to beat Daly, the young John Daly, the first time. And really, it was probably a 2 better because I got a hole that he didn't get. Damn. I'm about to set trip, vacation plans. So that one there, where you're talking about the Nihon hole, what I found is the bounce being lower too without backspin will cause it just to plug on the second bounce, where the backspin bounce, it goes higher, so it carries a little further with the bounce, and it will get, it gives you a chance to get up on the fairway rather. And I don't think I've ever gotten on the fairway with roll. General area. There it is. Ooh. Oh, Cornholio, you better be able to shush. Ah, shit. I didn't hit that straight. That was a bad shot. I should have pulled that back. You got a heavy Cheeto. Yeah, I can't even try. Eminem goes hard here. I can't keep up with him. All right, so that pin's in the back. I'm going to go here this time because now I'm going to have a path straight down the fairway. It gives me the option to bite it, roll it, release it, anything I want. So I'm going to knock this high tee up here, and you're going to see where I'm coming in from. The right-hand side, I'd have to go over the rough twice. Why would I want to do that? I don't. But I'm going to do it anyway because I'm an idiot. No, that was just a bad shot. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get 14. All right, we're gonna flip this with release. I could snap it thumb hard with bite, but I think the release is gonna be good speed. Ah, I missed the line. I needed to get that out a little bit left, and then I think it would have had a good chance. Go out with a bang, 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 bang. So I'm moving it right because I really need, if I'm going to get this on, I need to get it all the way out. Yeah, that's not on. Speed-wise was good. I just didn't get it out. And it's weird because I'm getting them out all the time now except when I need to. But that approach from that side hill is so much easier than being in the fairway. So even if you know you're not getting it there, it's still not a bad play to put it there. Wow, that was atrocious. That's even worse. Let's just give a game away on an easy hole. I missed that hole a couple times. Yeah, it's not the ramp I'm worried about. I'm worried about it not getting over the pillars with the 8.5. I haven't tested it yet to see if it always does or not. I just don't want to hit into those statues because I think I'd be in deep shit if that happened. Bang, bang, bang. I know, but I would just imagine if I hit a perfect A1, though, it's too low without backspin. That's just my opinion. I haven't tested it much yet. Come hang. Let's go out with a bang, 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 bang. Let's see. Shot, does shot. Never come hang. 255 with a cross. This one I'm thinking about a 6. because I'm going to try to make it. And where the pin is with the 6, if I hit it perfect speed, it will be perfect distance. But if I hit it a little too hard, I'll be hitting the back hill in such a way that it's going to come out. So I'm giving it 2 chances depending on how hard I hit it. And of course, I go right in between the 2 distances. Rather, I didn't hit it hard, I didn't hit it soft. Ugh, Bryce just got a free win. That's terrible. That's horrible finish. 2 short chips, but I got the birdie record. Happy holidays from the Harrison. Yeah, well, child support just got upped for her, so she's gonna have a couple extra bucks. No. You don't. I gotta say, my wife is special. She's just like her mother, and they're both wonderful women. Yeah. Make it right here. All right, there's Petra. We'll play this. Living my all. I'm not the guy you're taking home. Whoa. I did a whole 1 on this. I don't understand. I think this should have been a par 5. There's way too many non-drivable par 4s. And really, they're boring. Non-drivable par 4s are the bane of my existence at Golden Tee. Like, this is stupid. There's nothing I can do here. Yeah, send what you want, buddy. Let's just get it. Let's just, you want to just throw quarters instead in the crapshoot of 17? That's really the difference on that course. Wow! Oh, there could be. There could be. I'm feeling too good lately to do the dance party, and I'm not drinking. I drank enough last night. I've been a pretty good boy for being alone. Watching you carry. Whoa! I'm giving it my all. I'm not the one you take it on. Ooh. That's a horrible effort. I like the shot, bad execution. Oh. No, Jill's away. Mouth's gonna work and make money and take care of the dogs. Fix some shit around the house. Maybe defile every room in the house while Jill's away. I don't know. But solely. Obviously not with others. I'm not the... Ooh... I keep dancing on my own. See what I mean? Why would I need an O-bird there? What? You don't need an O-bird on this course. I don't like the play at all with it. Here. Ah! Her mom hates the yellow shorts, Caesar. How do you remember? This kid's good, dude. I'm not the guy you're taking home. The steel trap this one is, I tell you. He has a mind of a steel trap. I gotta say, I was starting to get worried that my back and neck were always gonna hurt. And literally, I drove 8 hours the last 2 days, and I actually feel fucking good. I was starting to think that my Golden Tee playing was not allowing me to heal. Fuck you, game. That's some bullshit. I can't stand uphill putts like that. They drive me batshit, to be honest with you. You may forget me too. This was the one that we said not high tee. Now, it's weird. The approach is the only thing that's glitching here. At the bar machine, this thing glitches like by pullback and everything freezes on me. I had a couple shots too. Yeah, send all you want, Gomez. You don't have a good history against me, bruh. Let me... Alright. Ugh. I don't ever forget you. Don't forget me. Sorry, I'm accepting invites, guys. He's just not at that level, man. You're just not. You're almost there, Mark. You're almost there. I'll give it to you. You're the best player in Wisconsin. I'll give you that. Just take pride in that, man. That means something, dude. That's really saying something. I didn't realize I had a lot of invites to accept, so I'm getting down to the Gomez one, and we're gonna play that on here. Oh, dude. Yeah, but you get at least a little bit of entertainment, man. Hit me too. All right, I got a lot of 22s now to play, but I'm not gonna stay down here all day. But at least you guys are funding me not having to go to the bar, so I'm very happy for that. Thank you. All right, accepted. I'm just not accepting a lot of these older ones that are 21s. I still can't believe people are sending me invites from 2021. Like, what is wrong with you? I don't want to. Let's never go back, dude. Okay, forget me too. I gotta say though, one thing that I really noticed now when people are streaming is they stop to have to look at off to the side and shit. I gotta say, putting this monitor up top has allowed me to talk to you guys and not feel like I'm totally ignoring you while I'm doing it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, right now I'm reading the screen, I'm reading your chat. It helps. It really does. I mean, Richard had some ways to make it display on the screen, and that having shit popping up right where I'm playing would get used to it. But now he wants me to wear a different mic. He wants me to wear a headset instead. And god damn it, that's just too much. I can't deal with that. Don't you stay. No, I wasn't texting. I was accepting the Golden Tee invite, Caesar. So, all right, let's try this again. Let's see if it works. Yeah, I gotta say, that is the shot I'm going to use. Oh, just love till the veins start to shiver. Yeah, that changing that down to it's the 10.5 just wasn't coming back hard enough. We're not going to hit the inside wall again. There we go. We need the GT invite, Caesar, or else we got no content, man. God. Yeah, I had to deal with this because I think 2 games in a row, right when I played them, I hit the 8.5 and caught the edge of the stairs, and that made me unhappy. I did not like that. I was very upset about it. So I started being cognizant about getting that ball way left. Oh, no, it's not, dude. 17. No, you just have to make sure to get past the first part of the walls. After that, everything gets up. It'll double bounce and kick you on the green. I think that's one of the cooler par 3s we've had in a while to me. You just really got to get past the first part. In fact, I'm sure somebody's going to have a double bank shot that they play on purpose. Till your veins start to shiver. Shut your mouth and run me like a river. I really think that shot is a much easier approach shot than the up above it with that big win. I think that's a much safer play. I have not yet to get stuck behind anything down there, so All right, pin short this time. So I'm actually contemplating hitting a no high tee and bouncing it up one hop and then having a little backspin on it. Damn it. Oh, come on, Stig. I've walked through a ton of people already. I really think we could make it happen for you. If you have a computer and you can come up with a 32 gigabyte update stick. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, you know what got me really good with the updates was my vendor not installing them the day they came out. I ain't having that shit. I made the update stick and went and installed them myself. Plus, I haven't had contact with my vendor since the other partner passed away, who, of course, owed money to me. So we're gonna have to start reclaiming that. Just don't feel right to me. Wanna change your spirit. I knew that was gonna fucking happen, dude. Bullshit. Oh god, guys, it's awesome they got rid of fucking rollovers, but they have made the putting so different based off of your distance that if that putt was 10 feet longer, the angle that I hit that out to the left would have been fine. But because it was a certain speed, it doesn't come off the club hot enough for that to play the break like normal. It's so much less consistent. I still should have made that one. I didn't throw it out to the spot where it's good on both. I knew that when I putted it, but no rollovers, awesome. That kind of shit drives me nuts, though. Only for a minute. All right, let's beat up on Gomez real quick. I think I got to switch my cards that are down here. Oh, there we go. Just know that... All right, what is yours? Is this yours, Gomez? Yeah, let's fucking do it. I'm going to make you eat poop. We're going to do this. We'll play one more after that. And then I'm going to go make myself a big pot of jambalaya. Thinking I want to make you happier. Turd Ferguson. I love that. Great name. I'll go. Yeah, nothing special on one. Let's just get a hole out, though. Let's just... I feel like we're going to make Marc Gomez eat shit this game. It's just going to be a bunch of shit eating from him. Oh my god, it started already, guys. Well, the deeper you get, the straighter shot you can have in. So it's all going to be dependent on where the pin is. There was a ton of options where I was. I just knew that if I maxed out my shot from there with the baby cut on it, it was going to land right about pin high. It's going to be a matter of personal preference, though, on that, really. Did he make him eat shit a second time? Is there going to be shit eating? Have to leave lately. If you're ever at my house, the clogged toilet is going to be the wife, dude. She's a little tiny thing, and she craps bigger than me. It's incredible. She told me at one of the NASCAR races, her dad had to grab a stick from outside to clean. Obviously, the RV toilets are a little bit smaller than our big guys. But yeah, definitely needed to use a stick to get it down the drain. Sorry, Jill, if you're watching, or if your family's watching right now, they already know, so don't be offended. She's really embarrassed to poop in public, and I would be too with the shit that comes out of her. She's not here, so she's probably not watching. She's on a pontoon somewhere. What is she gonna do? She's like Curly from City Slickers. I crap bigger than you. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. God, I thought we were definitely double eating shit there. I know either one of us is gonna fuck up 17. It's a guarantee. Jill understands she understands that she's out there now too. There's not much she's gonna do about it. Like that. When I'm home. I'm afraid to meet you, Rick. Sometimes it be like that. Now see, this is weird. This looks like it's downhill, and it is. But that's kind of an interesting looking downhill, to be honest with you. That was hard to judge distance on. The uphill green, that just was kind of backwards. Normally when you're above the hole, it's downhill. It just felt weird. Woohoo! Another tiered green that is bullshit on putting when you miss it. Jill's just really happy that we have another raffle going on, so she gets to come down and play with ping pong balls. No, get it left. God damn it. That barely touched, but this one could fuck me. Whew. What I've been doing, though, is I've been putting Nick Cage and Will Ferrell in places where she turns on a light and they're there. Oh God, it gets her every time. It's freaking awesome. So they're kind of beat up now because she then decides to beat on it after I do that. Some of you might say that's a good thing for her to beat on it. Yeah, it's not that kind of way. God damn it. Sometimes it feels like that. Well, we don't need it. You don't need to hide see this. Let's just do it though. I might be better on my own. I don't like this Rihanna song. Fucking. It's just like love on the brain. Oh, you guys, Clifford and Lucy are going to be pissed at me. I've not given them dinner yet. What is going on? They're not down here yelling at me. I gotta say, I'm actually a little disappointed in the wife. I took a shower, and then I find out that she didn't leave me any clean underwear. So now, what, I have to do laundry? That's just fucking bullshit, right? Once again, you're always going to hit this shot until we change tee boxes. Don't fuck around with the islands. They're hard to stick. Why bother when you can just do this? On my side. Go easy on me, baby. I was a scared child. Hey, the world around. Cruise, I just do. Yeah, let's just cut this in a little bit. How about a little bit more? No! God damn it. I don't think I've ever watered that shot. All right. Now I'm going to have to get 17 or Gomez is going to get me. But I'm not worried about Gomez. His house isn't even clean. His game can't be. Go. Oh. practice rounds too. I mean, is this fun to anybody? Does this look entertaining? Are you not entertained? What the fuck? I mean, this is so stupid. Where can you land this ball? Yeah, it's just dumb. It's not even brutal. It's stupid. Like, how dumb? I'm going to quickly say that this is probably going to be the worst Golden Tee course ever made. Yeah, dude, this is stupid. And then they drop me here. What the fuck is this drop? Like, come on. I'm sorry, this hole's atrocious, and I probably won't ever play the course. It just ruins a pretty fun course and makes it fucking gimmicky and stupid. Like, it's... When are they gonna fucking learn? It's just nobody there had the sense to play it and go, dude, this is stupid. Why would you do this to people? You know people don't like to play Golden Tee after you anger them by making it feel like you cheated them. So now I honestly, I'm going to want, that's the first time I saw that distance with the pin up front. Typically the 4-iron would have been perfect, but if I had a 3-iron, that actually isn't too bad of a shot because I would thumb it with bite. It would hit the hill, and then it's bite, so it doesn't have enough to come back on it. But that's just ridiculous. I mean, why? What is the fucking point of that? Like, there's no green part you can land on. No, if it was a hill and not a fucking plane that you hit and it changes the bounce, like a hill would be cool to have a hill like that. That might be okay, but yeah, the 3 hybrid might be fine there too. But it's just, it's ridiculous. Let's be honest. It's just not fun to do that to people. Like, what kind of asshole does that to people? And then what other kind of assholes play it and think that it's okay? That one drives me nuts. That's just poor decision. Really poor decision. I mean, we've had bad hole 17s. Savannah 17 for one. We had Royal Cove, the last part 3. Even Coconut's last part 3 wasn't great, but they were fair. If you hit a good shot, you were rewarded for it. That hole, it's a fucking crapshoot. I can hit a good shot and, oh shit, it bounced, it went an inch too far and rolled over the top of it. Now I got a fucking putt over a tiered green. It just doesn't make sense. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. All right, let me make sure I got everyone's done. Let's do this one. Let's play Easter. And then we're going to call it a day. It's frustrating. What do you guys think? Am I being too critical on that? Or is it just a stupid hole? It's really bad. Maybe I'm off base and maybe you guys love it. I don't know. But I got a feeling that it pisses a lot of people off when they play it. And now they're at the end of a cycle and now they're not starting a new one because they don't want to play that court. Yeah, this is going back to saying Jamaica might be the best course ever made for 17 holes. And then they put that stupid bullshit on 18 that looks tacky as fuck anyway. It looks stupid too. I mean, it looks bad too, right? Like it looks outdated. Graphically, it looks stupid. It's not a hill. It's a fucking 2 planes. Like, come on. Because I haven't seen where you can drive past the sand on the fairway. What do you mean, you can always. I've never hit another shot besides that. Well, they did after betas one time. So like I said, Grand Savannah 17 originally was just like the left side of that green. It used to be across. Sobe played it and said, fuck you. This is stupid. What are you doing to these people? Like, that's not fun. That's asinine. You don't give them a chance even to bail out. And really, with that hole, it was like if you missed the green, there was a chance you had to chip across and have a chip trying to do the same thing you were plopping a 9-iron down on. I mean, and that one got changed too. They added a part in the top, but I really wish they would just get rid of tiered greens. They don't know how to set them up. They don't know what the programming does with it. And right now it's unrealistic and stupid. Like having plain, like hills are cool. Fucking, what is that? It's stupid. It was cool the first time they did it as a throwback to old Golden Tee. So as a throwback to Olden Tee, that was kind of neat. To old Golden Tee, that was kind of neat. But now it's still old Golden Tee, and we're in 2022. Like, what the fuck? So I mean, literally, that course just sucks. You get to the end, you're waiting for just that hole. 18's a tough but fair hole. 17 isn't even a tough hole. It's just stupid. I don't know. I don't get it. I know there've always been complaints about the tiered greens that they don't play right. And that one's no different, really. But the other tiered greens on that course are worse, though, because if you get to the bottom, you can't putt up from a lot of spots. Which is just baffles me. Like, I have a 15-foot putt and I can't even get it to the hole. What the hell is that? Now, imagine if you were playing that without stouts, too. So now, I tried a cool shot there, and it would have worked great if I did that shot with a 3-iron or a 3 hybrid that turned right, cut it, and then it would have been bouncing. It would have bounced off the face of that hill and kicked up beautifully. Or I go to the back and hit it a little too hard and it hits the tiered green, and now it goes up to the back. Now you're worried, when I putt it, is it going to ride the tier down, or is it going to go in the air and miss the tier completely? You don't know. It's a guessing game then. So we're taking skill out of the game and having some random lucky shit happen. That's trash. Fucking trash. Absolute trash. That's right. The first 2 times I played it I thumbed 4 irons and was perfect. Right center of the middle tier. I was like, okay, yeah, this is stupid, but it's not that bad. And then it's really bad. But I mean, here's my thing. If I'm playing that course on match play, I am going to make sure my opponent has honors every time getting to that hole, because I'll come up with a spot that I can take a par on it, guaranteed, and let them fuck around. I mean, to me, it might even be worth, if I'm up by 1, to fucking let my opponent have honors or to lay up on it. Like, laying up on a par 3 is, wow, that's crazy, right? Now, see, if we look at Forest Knoll 17 as an example, okay, those tiers are stupid, but each tier was basically its own green. This tier comes into play no matter where the pin is. And that just doesn't do it for me. Maybe I'm being a little bit obtuse or overreacting to it, but I don't think so. Wow, what did I do? Wow, I hit it. I thought I was on a 9. I thought I was on the 9 wood. Whoops. And the other thing is, it's never been fixed. It's been an issue. I mean, we've brought it up since they first released, I think it was Mystic Hills was the first one that they had a tiered green come back on. And then now they think they put it in their bag of tricks. Like they're doing something special with it. It's not a trick. It's stupid. We all think it's stupid. I know Al had to Google that to figure out how to spell the word, and then also figure out what I meant by it. Oh, no, probably not. He's been told it many times. He had to figure it out in the past. Hey, buddy, how you doing, though? I know Al's back there. Why does Mouth keep talking about triangles? Or angles? I don't understand. This isn't an angle issue. But did you like the whole Al? Because you'd be the first person that has said that. Yeah, it makes match play interesting. Yeah, interestingly stupid, because now the better players it's just a crapshoot on it. The best shot on that hole isn't always good at all. It can be very bad. All right, let's try the roll on this one. Let's see if I catch. Oh, well, I hit a 10.5. Well. Oh, come on. That, All right, I got to be some thinking to do now. If you guys don't see the hamster spinning on my head, you're missing it. It's there. The hamster is spinning so hard right now. Fuck it. I just read that backwards. Oh well. I'm Alan, waiting for a response, man. I asked you questions, buddy. La la la, it's ooh la la la. Oh yeah, no, I've stuck it many times already, but that setup was not good, and I got a putt on it. Like, that was one I wouldn't have expected to make. No, I was trying to hit. I meant to hit the 8.5 with roll there that time, but that actually hitting the 10.5 with roll showed me a little something there. So I think I might change how I'm playing that. Wow, I must have laid off of that a lot more than I thought. All right, everybody. We gave a couple hours here. I'm hungry. I want to go upstairs and eat. I got to poop as well. And then it's just going to be a bunch of sitting on the couch, maybe head to the bar. Who knows? But we're going to sit down, relax, word of mouth. We got to look at some of these courses for the first time. Look forward to getting these walkthroughs done here this week. So you guys should have those popping up, and we'll most likely put those on GoldenTeeTV. Give Richard some fresh content for all the hard work he puts in on the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. Donations, I like those. And don't forget, throw $50 in and get an entry into winning one of two machines per entry. So I got 2 machines in the raffle. There's 160 spots. About half are filled so far. So we got about this week, and it should fill up all the way. Don't hesitate to reach out if you got any questions, updates, or otherwise. And we will see you guys back in action, hopefully Monday. I'm not counting my internet, so Tuesday definitely, then we'll get right back on schedule. Love you guys, and wish you a very good day, and we will see you soon. We're out.